In this video, I'm going to talk about how someone can start getting into the exercising habit and some tips and advice I have. Alright, so the most important thing is getting into a routine. Getting into a solid routine and maintaining that routine is sort of the groundwork, the foundations, you can say, of your exercise lifestyle. So this is because our brains and humans in general like having habits and predictability because it gives us a feeling of organization and structure. So to the right, there's a diagram of an example of a 7-day workout routine. And of course, you don't need to work out, especially if you're starting out, you don't need to work out every single day. You can start your routine by saying, say every Monday I'll do running, and then every Wednesday I'll do some push-ups and sit-ups. That can be your starting routine, and as long as you maintain that and repeat that every single week, you'll slowly build up into a, more advanced workout routine. And something I like to say, or an advice I like to give, is you need to have discipline and not motivation. And the difference between this is motivation is more like an event, it's a temporary thing, while discipline is more of a lifestyle, you could say. So let's give an example. So motivation to work out may be like, oh, on Monday I suddenly have the motivation to do running. That's great, but that doesn't necessarily mean that builds a routine, because maybe next Monday you won't have that motivation anymore. Discipline is more like, this Monday I don't really want to run, but I'll go on a quick jog anyway, and I'll keep maintaining that every single Monday, and that's discipline. And with discipline, you'll lay the groundwork and foundations for a good and solid workout routine. So focus on yourself. Something you may see a lot on social media or with your peers is that you might compare yourself a lot to others. So you might say, oh, I can't lift the weights this guy's lifting, or I can't do as many push-ups this guy's doing. And that might discourage you. But it's important to know your own limits and gradually build up your own progress, and don't compare to others. Again, another advice I have is focus on quality over quantity. So what that means is don't feel embarrassed if you can't do as much quantity of exercise as someone else. So say your friends or someone you see online can do 50 push-ups, and you can only do, say, 2 or 3. That's totally fine. Focus on yourself and do the quality push-ups, because 2 or 3 good quality push-ups is much better than doing, say, 50 really bad quality push-ups, as you're going to get more strength and you're going to build more stamina from those quality ones. And also, you want to exercise until you're tired. So of course it's important to know your limits and not shoot way past them, because that can lead to injury. But you also want to sort of push those limits too, so you keep challenging yourself, and that's how you build strength. You can start off with home workouts. Another big thing I see is that people may think, oh, I need to go to the gym, or I need these heavy equipment and machinery in order to get actual results, or in order to start my workout routine. And that's simply not true. There's a bunch of different workouts you can do at home and without any heavy machinery or weights, and those are bodyweight workouts. To the right, and I have some listed out here as well, you can see some examples. So those can be squats, push-ups, sit-ups, planks, and lunges. And the reason they're called bodyweight is, of course, they can all be done with your body weight. We don't need to add any extra dumbbells to it. Cardio can also be done without a gym or equipment. Of course, if you have a treadmill, you can use it for cardio, so running. But if you don't, you can also just go outside and just run around your neighborhood, or go to a local park nearby and just run there. And another just advice, you can also do your own research, so whether that be on Google or YouTubing some workout videos, because there's some pretty good routines and more advice there as well. So yeah, also do your own research and build something that works for you. Alright, lastly, rest days. It's very important to take rest days during your workout routine and schedules. And that's because you need to give yourself time, or your body time, to repair your muscles and build up that strength and stamina. In order to get stronger, what happens is your muscles have these microscopic tears, and once your body heals those tears, your muscles grow stronger and bigger. So for example, on the right you see a diagram of a bicep, and say your bicep is sore. You want to take a rest day then, and don't work that bicep or that muscle that's sore, because if you keep working out and you think, oh, if I don't work out then, or if I take a rest day, I'll lose all my progress, and that's not true. In fact, the opposite can happen. If you keep stressing and don't give yourself time to repair or recover, then you won't get any stronger and you won't see any progress, or you won't see progress that fast. And it's important to take at least 2 to 3 days off. Of course, eating right is also very important. You want to eat a bunch of proteins, so that can be chicken, meats, or beans, and carbs you can get from potatoes, whole grains, or bread.